guys, I'm here to give you guys a couple extra complete the square examples. So this is the first one. If you want to take a second to write it down, you can pause the video and do so. The process of complete the square starts by taking the constant that's on the right side and moving it over to the left by either adding it or subtracting it. So I start by doing that, and when I do this, I'm going to add in some blank spaces. Just like this, because I'm going to add some arbitrary number, not really arbitrary, but I'm going to add a number to both sides of the equation. Now, how do I find that number? It's not arbitrary because it's not random. I'm going to take this middle number 12, I'm going to divide it by 2. 12 divided by 2 is 6, okay? So I'm going to take that number and I'm going to square it. 6 squared is 36. 36 is the number I'm going to add to both sides. Now I circled the 6 for a different reason, so I'm going to come back to that. But that I divide by 2 and then I square, and that's the number I add to both sides. And next my step is to simplify. So negative 10 and 36 simplifies to 26. Guys, this is the part where people start to get confused. What I'm doing with this trinomial is factoring it. But there is a trick to it, because the reason why we're doing this is to make this a perfect square trinomial. So it should always factor to the same thing twice. So for example, 6 times 6 is 36 and 6 plus 6 is 12. So because of that, this trinomial factors to x plus 6, which I am going to write as x plus 6 quantity squared, which means x plus 6, x plus 6. The trick is this: the circled number is the number that goes in the parentheses when you factor, okay? And then the last step in completing the square is just to take this 26 that's on the left right now and move it back over. So I have to subtract it back over. So here's my final answer: x plus 6 quantity squared minus 26. And now I've rewritten an equation that started out in standard form, a trinomial. I've now rewritten it into vertex form. I'm going to do a couple more just to really get you guys understanding this, okay? So number 2, go ahead and pause the video to write this down. I'm going to begin by subtracting over the 40. Y minus 40 plus blank equals x squared minus 16x plus blank. Take the negative 16, the negative sign included, divide it by 2. That's negative 8. Circle that. Square that. Negative 8 times negative 8 is positive 64. This number will always be positive. So 64, 64. Rewrite. Negative 40 and 64 is 24. Factor this, but what does it factor to? The trick. There's a minus there, so it factors to x minus 8, which is x minus 8 squared. And then just move the 24 back over. Here it is, final answer. Y equals x minus 8 quantity squared minus 24. There's the work. I'm going to do one more with you, but you can of course pause and rewind if you need more of an explanation or if you need to hear it again. All right, first step, move the 15 over. Y plus 15 plus blank equals x squared minus 2x plus blank. Complete the square. Take the negative 2 in the middle, divide it by 2. That's negative 1. I'm going to circle it. I'm going to square it. Negative 1 times negative 1 is positive 1. That's what goes in the blanks. Combine. So y plus 16 equals factor. The magic number is negative 1, x minus 1 quantity squared. And then last but not least, take the 16, move it over. So I'm going to subtract it over. final answer is y equals quantity x minus 1 squared minus 16. There it is, you guys. That's all. All right. Hopefully this video helps you really get the complete the square concept. Thanks, guys. See ya.